What's good? What's good? This is your boy Manny. Welcome to the Talking Sports with Manny YouTube channel. We are live and we are ready to rock and roll. We're going to talk football, obviously. We're going to talk fantasy football. We're going to talk the Arizona Cardinals versus the the Seahawks tonight. So I'm going to stream for about an hour, and about 7 o'clock, I cut the stream. So we're gonna stream for about an hour. If you got fantasy questions, ask away. If you got anything football related, ask away. And then, of course, I'm gonna see if there's any breaking news that comes in while we talk football. But what I'm doing right now, guys, is James Conner is in my lineup. Get rid of James Conner right now out of your lineups. If you play in a lot of leagues like I do, I'm trying to get rid of him out of all these different leagues where I got him in. So that's what I'm doing. If you guys see me looking at my phone, just trying to get James Conner out of my lineups every single place that I got him in. I play in over 80 fantasy leagues. So you got to go through league by league. And that's why I love Sleeper app, because you click on James Conner, you can just kind of just go down and kind of like see where you have him in. So I had him in one spot. And also Trey Benson's back as well. So you might want to slot Trey Benson back into your lineups if you're desperate for a running back this week. So those are the two things that I'm working on, getting James Conner out of my lineup. It says the Rams' Davante Adams is not practicing today. That's routine. That's routine. That's another vet day type thing. I think Davante Adams should play. Yeah, he'll be fine. All right, it's James Conner. Yeah, we had a great stream yesterday. Looks like I'm gonna have to switch out the stream on Twitter and put another. Let's stream it on Facebook. Let's stream on Facebook. Let's see if it changes. Remove Facebook from the stream. Okay. Lost access to that Facebook. Let's use this Facebook. I'm back. I'm sorry. I tried to do something that didn't work, but I'm back. Hope y'all are doing good. Big night tonight. Cardinals versus the Seahawks. Who y'all got tonight? I think the Seahawks pull it off. I see a big game coming from JSN. Kenneth Walker's back. Charbonnet's back. So Charbonnet being back and Kenneth Walker being back, it kind of complicates whatever I said yesterday. So for those who came on the show yesterday and we was talking starts and sits in fantasy football, yeah, it kind of complicates things a little bit. I like Charbonnet more than I like Kenneth Walker in fantasy, so we'll see what happens there. For those that are just joining, I said, y'all remember to get James Conner out of your lineups. The Thursday night game sneaks up. And for me, I don't like Thursday night games, and this is why. Short week, teams don't give it their all. Injuries happen. Andre, what's good, brother? Andre says, I took the Seahawks money line for $100. Smart man. So I would say this. I've never gambled in terms of sports betting. So I was in Houston about 2 weeks ago, and then one of my guys, he does like the sports betting and all that stuff, and I had Underdog. I think I had like $49 in there, and they said use it or lose it. So I put 40 on a prop and then put the rest on something else. Lost. So yeah, that's it for me with gambling. It says Cardinals got to show me. Yeah, it's just a bad product, man. Kyler Murray. But you know what though? Remember last week how bad the Miami Dolphins were? And Tua Tagovailoa was able to kind of like, do some things to kind of get them rolling. So it could be one of them type games where we're not expecting much out of the Cardinals. Maybe this is a game that Marvin Harrison plays well. Maybe this is a game where Kyler Murray plays well. It is a short week, and I think the Seahawks might come in overconfident. So if they do that, you never know what happens there. So let me continue with getting this out of my lineup. Getting these guys out of my lineup. Yeah, I have like no expectations for tonight's game. I'm hoping that it's a good game. Like I said, I'm gonna stream till 7 my time, and I'm gonna go grab me some food, grab me some wings from my favorite wing spot, lemon pepper hot. Woo, it's gonna be good. Now, I was also thinking, if I streamed during the game, would that be entertaining to y'all? I don't know. I might try it during game time, stream for a bit, see how it goes. If it's dope, I'll keep it on. If not, let me see. Getting James Conner out of my lineups. Uh-oh. Oh, what's good, Time Out Sports? Appreciate you hopping on. And we got good old Mike Brown. Yeah, lemon pepper hot. I know you in the Ville, so you already know. Lemon pepper hot, go hard, bro. That's a new flavor I discovered. I was going to watch, I think it was like the first game of the season. It was the Cowboys and the Eagles, and my guy has an outside patio, so we was all kind of like out there. Let me see what it says. Just give me hot. I feel you, man. Like, I like spicy, but spicy don't like me. But I do like lemon pepper hot though. I like lemon pepper. That's my favorite flavor. Give me the Asian zing. Give me like the less spicy stuff. That's why I mess with lemon pepper, man. The hot depends on how hot. So in Nashville, we got this one spot. I forgot the name of the Chex. If you ever in Nashville, check out Chex. Chex got some fire wings, and they have like over 50 flavors, maybe more. So yeah, I love me some lemon pepper. They got Cajun hot. They got this thing called strawberry hot. So it's like strawberry flavored hot sauce or whatever. It's pretty good. It sounds crazy, strawberry hot. It sounds crazy, but it's pretty good. So I'm debating on where I want to grab some wings from tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But like I said, I might stream during the game. I think that'd be cool. Hop on, talk some trash, talk some football. Kind of vibe out with y'all. Let me see. Yeah, I hate like setting all my lineups. That's like the only thing I hate about playing in this many leagues. Is going back in. Uh-oh. We got C Booker. He says Princess. Yeah, Princess got some fire chicken. Like, I'm at Princess Chicken at least once a month. We have so many in Nashville. So, yeah, I'll be on that Princess Chicken tough. But I get the mild, though. I can't do the spicy, like I said. AC Book, where you from? Any other bets? Anybody made some bets tonight outside of Andre? Says, will Marvin Harrison score tonight? Man, we are all praying, man. I got some leagues where I got Marvin Harrison, man. Like, I'm praying he scores. East Nashville. Okay, that's what's up. I'm from Nashville, too. I knew, because when you say Princess, that's like a Nashville thing. So, yeah, I knew you was from Nashville. Yeah, but for sure. I'm hoping that Marvin Harrison, like, does score tonight, man. He's due for a good game, a big game. I'm just praying for a good game. Like, Thursday nights, man, you just don't know what you're going to get, man. It's like a box of chocolates, man. You don't know what you're going to get. Mike Brown says, do you think Marvin Harrison is going to score? So that's another question again. I hope so. I'm a big fan of Marvin Harrison Jr. During the draft, during the rookie drafts, man, in my dynasty leagues, I was grabbing a lot of Marvin Harrison Jr.'s, but it just hasn't hit for me. It just hasn't worked out just quite yet. So, just one of them things, man. Just one of them things. Let me see if I can add this Facebook and see what happens. Destination. Check the dashboard. Yeah, man. I'm just so ready for football, man. I am ready for some football. We had a great stream yesterday. I came on. I was only trying to stream for an hour, and then the stream got good. The stream got good. Folks from Twitch started hopping on. I guess because of the title. Whenever I say fantasy football starts and sits, the people come in because it's just like they want that fantasy football advice. I wish I was a guy that did like sports betting, but I know nothing about sports betting. But when it comes to stats and things like that, I'm your guy. But when it comes to sports betting and how many catches I can kind of guesstimate how many catches and stuff like that, but so this might be the end in the top. It could be one of them games that ends 10-10. I won't be surprised. I will not be surprised. If it's a low-scoring game, I won't be surprised. It's just Thursday night. It's Thursday night, and out of all the games, they give us Seattle and they give us Arizona. I mean, both teams' record aren't that bad. They don't have bad records. But it's just like one of them things. NFL standings. Let me just see. Let me see where both teams stand. NFL standings 2025. Let's see. All right, more standings. NFC. All right. The 49ers are 3-0 in that division. You got the Rams at 2-1. You got the Cardinals at 2-1. And you got the Seahawks at 2-1. So one of these two teams got a chance to go up 3-1. So I take everything I just said back. It possibly could be a good game. If both teams are coming in 2-1, a divisional game, it should be competitive. But then again, it's Thursday night. You don't know what you're gonna get on Thursday nights. So I'm hoping it's gonna be a good game. Some of the biggest surprises of like the 3-0 teams, Eagles being 3-0. I thought they was gonna lose game one. I mean, against Kansas City, that was a close game as well. They could easily be 1-2 right now, but the Eagles are showing why they're Super Bowl champs. They're 3-0, followed by the Commanders 2-1. My Commanders. Dallas is 1-2. I expected that. Giants being 0-3, I expected that as well. But the Eagles are tough. They win in different ways. They can run, they can pass, they got defense, special teams, you name it. Packers are 2-1. I know the Packers had a lot of hype. Everybody was talking about Packers this, Packers that. Packers are still a really good team. But sometimes you're going to lose to teams like the Browns. It happens. So Packers being 2-1, Vikings being 2-1. The Vikings are going to be better than what most people think. There was a reason why they won over 11 games last year. Lions being 2-1. Bears are 1-2. Right now, records don't really matter, but being 0-3 sucks. I'm not going to lie. Being 0-3 sucks. Good place to be right now is 2-1. And even after week 4, being 2-2 isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. The Buccaneers being 3-0. But then look at the division, though. Panthers, the Falcons were supposed to be a little bit better. Let me see what the Falcons look like Sunday versus the Commanders. Then I'll kind of know what kind of team the Falcons are. I'm not saying that the Commanders are a good team or great team because they look all right. But the Falcons scoring 0 points last week, that was crazy. The Saints are going to be the Saints. So the Buccaneers should win that division. Then you got the 3-0 49ers. Now, that's a little bit shocking, being that you got the Rams in there. Rams are tough. So that's going to be a fun little battle between the Rams and 49ers all year. I'm not giving any credit to Arizona or Seattle. Both teams are capable. Mike Brown says, what's your take on the Bears, man? The Bears suck, man. That's just the easy way to put it. They suck. They've won some games so far that, what's their record? 2-1? Let me see. I know I just read it. Oh, so they're 1-2. The Bears defense, right? It's supposed to be good, but they're not good. They beat down the Cowboys, but you can't say the Cowboys are good either. When you look at Caleb Williams, it's Caleb Williams, man. It's they're trying to find out what's best for this guy. Like they're trying to give him, I don't know, man. As the season goes on, I'm going to see. But that offense should produce. The offense is going to produce, but the defense is just not. Something is just not right. But then again, it's 3 weeks. It's just 3 weeks. They could end up being a really good team. You know, you never know. But the Bears, man, I don't see it. I don't see it. They have lots of good skill position guys. They drafted guys like Colston Loveland in the first round, drafted Luther Burden in the second round. So they got guys. But at the end of the day, I don't know. All right, C. Booker says, when Jaden Daniels comes back, they should be better. Washington has a nice receiving core, so they'll be okay. Yeah, man, that's my squad, man. I'm really hoping that Jaden comes back. But I'm like this. If you need to sit Jaden out for 4 weeks, 5 weeks, sit him out. If you got to sit Jaden out for the rest of the season, sit him out. Being a fan for a long time and seeing what happened to RG3, bringing him back too early, that scares the mess out of me. So, yeah, sit him out as long as you can. Hey, C-Book, what's your favorite team? I know Mike Brown rock with the Titans. What's your favorite team, C-Book? Get over here. Let me see if I can get some Facebook folks to hop on. Let me see. It says they should move the Titans to Costa Rica. But you know what, though? Anytime you get a rookie quarterback, not every rookie quarterback can come in and do what Jaden Daniels has done or what C.J. Stroud did. It takes time. It takes time. Jacob says, Geno or Kyler, 6 point per TD. Give me Kyler. The reason I say Kyler is like at least Kyler's going to run. So every time you get a running QB, that's going to get you, you know, those rushing points. So give me Kyler over Geno. Because I'm a Titans fan, but before they were here, I was a Niners fan. Okay. I respect it. I know a lot of fans in Nashville that are actually Niners fans. A lot of them. I have like some personal friends that are Niners fans. But, I mean, living in Nashville, man, it's like prior to these last few years, especially since Vrabel has been gone, the Titans have had competitive teams. They've had competitive teams. Comparing the Titans to my team, I've seen some good years, some bad years as a Commanders fan, but more bad years. At least the Titans, they've had them years where they're making the playoffs. They're competitive. So this is one of them things. Let me see. Let's see. Trying to connect this Facebook. Sorry, y'all. If y'all got any fantasy questions, y'all let me know. I'm multitasking, trying to connect the Facebook to the stream, trying to get James Conner out of my lineups, trying to put some Trey Bensons in my lineups. What is y'all's favorite game time food? I know everybody like what they like. I'm like more of like a wings guy. Wings. For the first game of the season, man, I invited some fellas to my house. And then on the grill, I grilled up some hot dogs, some hamburgers. Just kind of kept it simple, you know. Since it was all me paying for it. Mike Brown says chips. Okay. What? The chips are solid. Simple. Chips and dip, chips and salsa. You can do all kinds of stuff. What is going on? Facebook is tripping. And that's why I only stick to streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and sometimes X. It says number entered doesn't match the code. All right, then give me another code then. Crazy. Why is he trying to log me in with my Google account? All right, 8499 72. Let's see what's popping off. Rotel. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, look, I never knew what Rotel was until I went to TSU. I went to college at TSU. And while we was at TSU, we had lots of parties, lots of sets and stuff like that. And then people always made Rotel. And that's how I knew what Rotel was, man. Rotel is dope. Rotel is dope. Mike Brown says, is Cam Ward really that guy or bust? I think he's that guy, man. Put some respect on Cam Ward's name. You tripping. How you going to be a Titans fan and not even believe? How you going to be a Titans fan and not even believe, man? Cam Ward is that dude. You know what I'm saying? He's the – obviously, this is a weak quarterback class. We got to see what Jackson Dart looks like on Sunday for me to say that it's a weak quarterback class or not. Love Cam Ward coming out. Folks were saying Shedeur. There were some Titans fans that told me they wanted Shedeur over Cam Ward. Cam Ward has been my pick. You know, because of Cam Ward, I'm going to go to a few Titans games, and I'm going to go check out Cam Ward. That's just me. Like, I think he's going to be a really good quarterback. Alec Ironmaner, that was another guy that I loved coming out the draft. He looks good. He looks like the Titans' number one receiver this year. Calvin Ridley, I don't know what Calvin Ridley's doing, man. Like, is it a Calvin Ridley thing? I don't know. Like, is he something's off. Maybe Calvin Ridley is no longer good enough to operate versus number one corners, because obviously he's going against the best corners every week. But it seems to be Alec Ironmaner that he's the one that's making the plays. And that DK guy from Florida, he looks good on special teams. So I'm starting to lose faith. Hey, I get it, man. I get it. Like I said, sometimes it takes these rookies a while. You're not going to just see rookies just come out week one and just kind of, do their thing. So sometimes it happens, man. Sometimes it happens. All right, so I've been able to finally break through Facebook. Let's see if it lets me get in. All right. C-Book writes, Cam has a nice arm, pretty good decision-making. I'm riding with him. Me too. He's accurate, man. He's a good quarterback. Like, just imagine if the Titans did a better job putting better weapons around him. You know, Chig has looked okay, but I'm not a Chig fan. Gunnar Helm, I love Gunnar Helm. They should have kept Restrepo, but they let him go. Tyler Lockett has just been – like, I thought Lockett was going to come in and play well. So they did give him some vets to throw to, but running backs, Tony Pollard, he's not dynamic. He's okay. He's solid. I like Tony Pollard. Tajay Spears hasn't played a game yet. So let's see what Spears looks like. If they just had a little bit more creativity on offense, just a little bit, maybe some screens, maybe some things that, I don't know, man. I feel like they can help Cam out a little bit more, but coaching, by the time you got to, like, what's going on with y'all's coach? Somebody who's calling plays. They said somebody's giving up the I don't know what's going on with y'all's coach, man, to be honest. So, I don't know, man. Let me see. Reconnect destination. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with y'all's coaching, offensive play calls and things of that nature. Other than that, man, I'm rocking with Cam. I think next year they're gonna draft some more weapons. I think each year you're gonna see the Titans offense get a little bit better. If Calvin really does nothing, he's gonna be a guy that's gonna be traded. You know, I heard something about the Titans having a fire sale, and then they say no, it's not gonna be a fire sale, and this and that. So I don't know, man. Something definitely has to give. Something has to give. All right, so it's on the Facebook, so that's dope. As though it's a Facebook that I hardly use, I barely use, but it's cool though. Let's see what's popping. I had different people show layout. You can tell, man, I have not been on this Facebook for like, I don't know, a year and a half. All right, C-Book says Pollard is a good back, but we need a true power back. I agree. Because who did y'all have before? Y'all had this big back. Didn't y'all draft this dude from Michigan named Mullins or something like that? He's solid, but y'all need a power back. I mean, there were so many in the draft. Maybe a guy like Brian Robinson Jr. He should be a free agent after this year. He's a pure power back. It says, you don't think Cam is throwing the ball too hard? Nah. I just got to have people to catch the ball. Like he's trying to get the ball to where it needs to go. You know, he's doing his best to avoid picks. I mean, I don't think there's a such thing as throwing the ball too hard. These players are paid to catch the ball. That's just how I see it. All right, let me see. Mike writes, Titans need a whole new team. Yeah, man, it's going to be a total revamp for y'all, honestly. Like, it's going to be a total revamp. You're going to see an overhaul. I think after this year, if the Titans have a bad record, which they will, I see the Titans drafting in the top 5 again, possibly top 2. I think a team like Cleveland might be the worst team. It's going to be between the Titans and Cleveland in terms of record. Sorry to say it. C-Book said Haskins, but he's with the Chargers now. Yeah, I liked Haskins, man. Haskins was cool. And then with Najee Harris being out for the year, Haskins is about to get some burn behind Omarion Hampton. So how do y'all feel about Tyjae Spears, man? Like, coming in, I was excited because he was, elusive. He has some juice. He can catch passes. He can do some different things that some of the Titans backs can't do. So I was excited for that, but I don't know. It's not looking too good for y'all right now. But yeah, I think like offensive line, they can add a piece. Y'all have done a good job building up that offensive line, but I feel like Titans could add a piece to that offensive line. That's one. He said, trash water. Nah, y'all need pieces, man. Y'all need pieces. I think it's going to be straight. It's going to be straight. Get your offensive line, build that defense up. Y'all made some moves for some vets. Y'all brought in 2 corners like 2 years ago. And I think y'all did Carthon wrong, man. Rand was my guy. Rand was a cool dude. But Tyjae Spears initially had potential, but injury prone. He is injury prone. I think his size, being a smallish back, can't absorb hits. I think they said he came into the NFL without knees. He was missing some parts of his knees. So already coming into the league without like cartilage in your knees and whatever they were saying, still has speed, still has some explosion. Let's see what he looks like. I think he's coming back next week, maybe. So it should look better. Let me share my screen, look at some standings, look at some stats. Let's do ESPN. That's without knees. Yeah, he came in. Yeah, they said, look, man, I'm trying to tell y'all because I do a lot of fantasy dynasty, and they were talking about he had some stuff missing in his knees. It reminds me of DeJuan Blair, NBA player for the Spurs. They had all kinds of surgeries in his knees, and like he didn't have pieces in his knees, man. And it's the reason why DeJuan Blair jumps this high. So I don't know, man. I don't know how it works to be missing parts of your knees and be able to play in the NFL, man. It's just it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Like he's able to do that, man. Many people aren't able, to be honest, though. All right, I'm about to share my screen real quick. I saw some Laker news. I'm like, what is LeBron talking about? Let's look at some stats, man. Let's look at some stats. Share screen. ESPN. All right. He says, finna go watch the game. Enjoy the live, bro. Hey, appreciate you hopping on the stream, man. Meant a lot, man. I'll catch you on the next one. Mike Brown says Treylon Burks is one of the worst first-round picks in Titans history. He is. He is. I remember when Treylon Burks was drafted, right? And I was telling my guy, I said, man, look, I said, I'm not sure about Treylon Burks. That's what I told him. I said, I'm not sure. And then he was like, nah, man, you know, because they got rid of A.J. Brown. Remember? You get rid of A.J. Brown, and then you trade A.J. Brown for a first, and then you use that first to draft Treylon Burks, and it just didn't work out. It was almost like Corey Davis. So we had that Corey Davis and Treylon Burks type of debate. Just because you drafted Corey Davis in the first round, top 5, top 6 pick, doesn't mean he's going to produce like a franchise player. And I said, like, these guys that get drafted in the top 10, you expect those guys to be franchise guys. Like Bijan Robinson getting drafted in the top 10. Drake London, Kyle Pitts. I think Kyle Pitts was a big, I won't say a bust because he did have 1,000 yards in his rookie season as a tight end, but I don't know, man. Some skill position guys you don't take in the top 5, top 10. It's just, I mean, top 5, top 10, you're grabbing guys like Micah Parsons, and you're grabbing quarterbacks, you're grabbing offensive linemen, defensive linemen, productive, like really edge rushers and stuff like that. So yeah, Treylon Burks, man, I know he went late first. He just never hit. He just never hit for that team. It's sad, man. So we looked at the standings. We looked at we looked at the NFC. Let's look at the AFC. You got the Bills 3-0, which we expect them to be 3-0. Patriots, Jets, Dolphins. When would this division ever be good? Like, it's just always like the Jets being bad, the Dolphins or Patriots being bad, and then Buffalo being good. Like, they just been running this weak trash division for years, outside of a couple years where Miami kind of like stepped up a bit. Yeah, after the Patriots were done, this division has been bad. Like, when the Patriots were good, everybody in this division was bad. That's like 6 free wins every year. All right, Cincinnati being 2-1, I'm shocked, honestly. I thought it'll be either Pittsburgh or Ravens being 3-0. One of these teams being 3-0. Pittsburgh hasn't looked as good as they're supposed to. That defense, you add more to the defense and you get worse. So yeah, I don't know what's going on in Pittsburgh. Let me see. Let me look at Pittsburgh real quick. Yeah, something ain't right with this team. First game, Aaron Rodgers looked good. Like, he's doing what he's supposed to do. Aaron Rodgers got 7 touchdowns and 3 INTs on the season. Right under 600 yards. So it's not an Aaron Rodgers problem per se. But now the run game, they drafted this dude, Caleb Johnson, to be their starting running back, a potential starting running back. And he fumbled on special teams. Now he's on the big. Like, he does not even play in special teams anymore. So between Gainwell and Warren, man, they need some help. They need a running back. That's their big issue. Like, if they can get a guy like Kenneth Walker through trade. Mike Brown writes, I'm glad to see the Chiefs struggling, and it's over for DeAndre Hopkins. How you going to say it's over for DeAndre Hopkins? He looks good. Have we been watching the same football? Like, DeAndre Hopkins looks good, bro. There's no way. Let me see. My guy says 3-0, got offered Flowers for Rice. I have Olave, London, Pittman, Coleman, Waddle. Yeah, you do it. Yeah, I would do it. Because you're 3-0 and you need players that are active, players that can play. As much as I like Rice, it's no guarantee that Rice comes back and continues what he was doing. So, yeah, I like it. Flowers for Rice, yeah, that's solid. That's a smash accept. Says over. It's not over, bro. I'm about to pull up some Raven stuff in a minute. after I go through this Pittsburgh stuff. So they got Patrick Queen. So they brought in Jalen Ramsey. Is Jalen Ramsey really an upgrade to that defense? He looked good week 1. I'm not going to lie. But outside of week 1, because I don't watch a lot of Pittsburgh games, so y'all tell me, outside of week 1, what has he really done? TJ Watt has looked good. He always looks good. Like, that's 2 sacks. He's doing his job. Yeah, I don't know. Something's off. So, but Jaylen Warren, even though he's not giving you what he's supposed to, running-wise, receiving-wise, he's a decent receiving back. DK Metcalf, bro, 3 games, and all you have is 135 yards. You do have 2 scores, but DK Metcalf ain't been what you invested to get him, to pay a second-round pick to get DK Metcalf, and this is the results, 135 yards, 2 touchdowns. That ain't good. Calvin Austin, he's trying. Then you go and bring in Jonnu Smith. You got Freiermuth. Rodgers is not using his tight ends. Use these dudes. They're good tight ends. Like, some teams don't even have tight ends, and you have 2 decent ones. Let's see. All right. No comments yet. All right. Let me go back and look at the Ravens, because my guy, Mike Brown, says it's over for DeAndre Hopkins. Like, how can it be over? He already looks better this year than he has since he left the Titans. He looks better here than he did on Kansas City. Like, did you see that one-handed catch? Like, I mean, DeAndre Hopkins is playing ball, man. DeAndre Hopkins is playing so much better that Rashad Bateman, who they paid, isn't even getting any love right now. Because I think DK will bounce back. I sure hope so. It's 3 games. It's 3 games. You're under 140 yards in 3 games. It's not looking good. So Hopkins has 112 yards and 2 touchdowns. And mind you, he's getting limited snaps. His stats don't look – I mean, his stats looks close to DK Metcalf. And Metcalf is getting, what, 30-something million a year? Like, I mean, put some respect on DeAndre Hopkins' name. Off of just 6 targets, the guy has 5 receptions. 6 targets, 5 receptions, 112 yards, and 2 scores. And you're telling me that it's over for DeAndre Hopkins? He's the number 2 receiving option, production-wise, on this team. Yeah, they run the ball. I know they run the ball. You got Zay Flowers. You got DeAndre Hopkins. You know, Mark Andrews stepped up last week. You got Bateman from time to time. I mean, Ravens got some guys. Devontae Walker from North Carolina had I think he had 2 touchdowns in week 2. So they spread the ball. But the concern for me and this Ravens team, like I talked about in yesterday's stream, Derrick Henry, 41 carries, 42 yards, 3 touchdowns, but he's fumbled 3 times and he's lost 2. So you talk about it's over for a guy like DeAndre Hopkins. Is it over for a guy like Derrick Henry? Just being real. But yeah, I don't know, man. This team, with all the talent they have on defense, Roquan Smith, Kyle Hamilton, Starks, this guy from the Titans that played 1 season and it didn't work out, Chidobe Awuzie, he looks decent out there. You know, Calvin Noy. I mean, these guys, they got some players. Maybe they're not generating enough. Oh, they only got 3 sacks on the season. That's the issue. The Ravens are not applying. They might be, applying pressure, but 3 sacks for a team of this caliber with all these guys on defense, yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. To be averaging 1 sack a game, that's a problem. It's probably the reason why they're 1-2 right now. Defense is bad, and it just shows that they can't generate pressure on teams. But yeah, that's the biggest surprise so far is how bad they're struggling. The Colts being 3-0, nobody saw that happen. I bet nobody had that on their bingo card. Jacksonville being 2-1. That's surprising, honestly. I was not expecting much out of Jacksonville. Houston being 0-3, that got to be one of the storylines. Titans being 0-3, we all knew the Titans were going to be bad. So I wasn't expecting much out of the Titans, but for Houston to be 0-3 is crazy. I think it's going to flip between Houston and Jacksonville. I don't know what makes Jacksonville decent. Like Trevor Lawrence has just been. Let's look at T-Law, man. I don't know. I used to think this guy was a generational type QB. Nah. 4 touchdowns, 4 INTs. We gotta stop making excuses for Trevor Lawrence, man. Maybe he sucks, man. It's time to say it. Like, I think he sucks. I think he sucks, man. We've given this guy time and time again to prove himself. Let's look at just the stats in his career in the NFL. He's been in what 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going on his 5th season. Second season, 4,100 yards. Second season, third season, 4,000. Right? He's never thrown for more than 25 touchdowns. I think his second season he was decent. 25 touchdowns, 8 picks. In his second year, I believe one of them years he took him to the playoffs. I want to say it's the second year. I can't remember. He took him to the playoffs and they won a playoff game. I can't remember which year it was. Let me look at postseason. Yeah, it's that second year. Yep. That second year in 2022. They won a game and then they lost the second game. Obviously, I can do game loss, but I don't want to. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Trevor Lawrence, he's not it. Third year, you thinking he's going to take a step. He throws for 21 touchdowns, 14 picks. He already threw for 17 picks his rookie season. Then year 4, he gets hurt. But in the 10 games that he played, he had 11 touchdowns, 7 picks. Like, I'm not seeing anything special from this guy. Now, this year you added Brian Thomas Jr. last year. Then you give him Travis Hunter that they're going to use in offense and defense and things of that nature. Still, then you go. Then you fast forward into this season, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks. He's on pace to throw for more picks this year than he's ever has in his whole career. So he could be another double-digit interception guy again. Then it's like, what do you do if you're Jacksonville? After this year, after his contract runs out, do you bring him back? Like, I don't know. Yes, you're a starting caliber quarterback, but then you get guys like Dak Prescott who gets a lot of blame. It's on Dak. It's Dak's fault. At least Dak looks better than this. Dak puts up a better product than this. This is a guy that was first pick overall. Yes, he has a playoff win. Yes, he's been played in 2 games, but I don't know, man. Jacksonville got to do something. You got to do something. Travis Etienne playing out of control. Bashaw Tune playing out of control. You got Brian Thomas Jr. and you can't get him the ball. Nah, this is a Trevor Lawrence thing. This is a Trevor Lawrence issue. All right, let's keep going down these standings real quick. All right. Chargers being 3-0. I'll say I'm a bit surprised. They're a tough team. Kansas City saw how tough the Chargers could be. And I'm with you, Mike Brown. Mike Brown said he's enjoying watching these guys struggle. Mike Brown writes, does Jacksonville trade for Sanders? I mean, possibly like a cheap trade, 6th-round pick, 5th-round pick. I don't think you can get more than a 6th-round pick for Shedeur. Like you've drafted this guy in the 5th round. He's just sitting there. So I think Cleveland possibly trades him. If you don't see Shedeur Sanders play this year, he's going to be traded down the line. And he's the guy that can go to a Jacksonville and sit behind a Trevor Lawrence. Like, I really loved Mac Jones last year on this Jags team. I don't know who's backing Trevor Lawrence up, backing him up this year, but could definitely see a guy like Shedeur, get traded to this squad and, see what happens. Yeah. Vegas 1-2, Denver being 1-2. I think they'll, I think Denver is going to bounce back, but it'll be crazy if a team like Kansas City don't make the playoffs. I mean, let's look at the standings so far. I know it's still early, but you got to keep an eye on things. Let's do conference. So if the season ended today, the Chiefs missed the playoffs. I think the Chiefs are going to bounce back, especially when they get their guys like Rashee Rice back, and then you have all these different dudes like Worthy being healthy. They should be fine. They should be fine. That's the hope, right? All right, let's see. So Chargers would be the 1 seed right now, and then New England. I mean, Indianapolis. I don't think Indianapolis keeps up this pace. I do think Indianapolis is a good team. I think they will win that division. That AFC South. I see them winning that division, but Chargers are for real, man. They're supposed to be a running team, but then you got Justin Herbert playing out of control right now. Cincinnati, I see them dropping. Pittsburgh, they're going to be fighting for the playoffs. Jacksonville, I think they missed the playoffs. Ravens should make the playoffs. Denver should. Kansas City should. Those are the teams, like the teams that if I had to bet money, which I don't bet money, but if I had to bet money, I'll say teams like Kansas City, Ravens. I don't trust Denver too much, but Kansas City and the Ravens should be in the playoffs. Teams that are in right now that I think are out, Jacksonville. I don't trust them. And then Cincinnati. It's just too much. It's just too many injuries. Too many injuries. I think, Cincinnati and Jacksonville out, and then you add in Baltimore and then, Kansas City. Houston, man, I had high hopes for Houston, but they don't look good. If the season ended now, my Commanders are out the playoffs, and, I mean, they haven't produced. So just is what it is. San Francisco being number 1, I don't think that lasts. It's cool. It's fun right now. But to be 3-0 and dealing with all the injuries that they're dealing with, Ayuk, Kittle, they've had like receivers in and out. Surprisingly, Christian McCaffrey is still healthy. Knocking on wood. Eagles being 3-0, they're number 2 right now. I think the Eagles are the team to beat in the NFC. Between the Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Those are the 2 most complete teams, 2 most solid teams. Tampa Bay is going to be there all year. San Fran, they're looking good. Without Brock Purdy, I mean, you're missing your starting quarterback. So, I mean, all kinds of injuries for them, but that's what good teams do. You got Arizona. You got Vikings. I don't think Arizona makes it. Maybe Arizona gets replaced by a team like Washington. Detroit is a team that I think makes it. Some of these bottom teams, I think Dallas misses playoffs. Giants miss the playoffs. These bottom teams are where they're supposed to be. But then again, the Rams. The Rams should make the playoffs. So it's one of them things like it's 3 weeks. It's early. Some of these bottom teams might make a trade, or maybe some injuries happen to some of these top guys, and then it kind of switches. But yeah, it is what it is. But I must remove. Yeah. I'm gonna hit one more thing before I end the stream. Wanted to look at stats real quick. I like to look at stats usually like every 4 games. Kind of lets you know where people are. Justin Herbert is leading the league right now in passing yards. And mind you, the Chargers drafted all these offensive linemen and did all these different things to run the ball. But Justin Herbert is passing the ball with a new addition to that passing game. Guys like Keenan Allen coming back, and then Quentin Johnson, like resurgence for him, and then Lamb McConkey is solid as well. This team is special, man. I know it was early, but Herbert slinging the ball like this, looking like rookie Justin Herbert. Scary hours for the league. You got Geno. He's going to throw for a lot. His team sucks. He's going to throw for a lot of yards in garbage time. Daniel Jones, the number 3. That's shocking. Dak Prescott, I'm not surprised. The Dallas Cowboys suck. Dallas Cowboys in Vegas are going to be throwing a lot to come back. They're going to be throwing a lot of garbage time yards. So that's how that goes. Drake May being number 5. That's interesting. Jonathan Taylor at 338 yards rushing. James Cook is number 2. ETN with that breakout game week 1. Derrick Henry is always going to be inside that top 5 running. That's what he does. Bijan Robinson. And then the receiving guys, Puka Nacua is like, man, he's on pace for a historic year if he continues at this pace. He's getting mad targets. He's averaging like 9.5 receptions a game. Like, that's crazy. like 9.5 receptions, right, over a course of 17 games. Y'all know how many receptions that is? That's 161 receptions. Now, obviously, there's going to be games where you're up, games that you're down, but Puka looks great right now. And then my boy JSN, watch out for my boy JSN tonight. I think he has a monster game. But the Cardinals do have that nice corner that they drafted. But then again, JSN is a guy that's moved from right to left to slot, so he's going to be moved around. Ricky Pearsall, number 3 in yards, Neighbors, Jamar Chase. All this is going to change from week to week. Interceptions, you got Jordan Lewis from Jacksonville. He has 2. That's part of the reason why Jacksonville is actually winning some games. The defense looks good from time to time, but the offense looks awful. Let me look at sacks. Man, Rashawn Gary got 4.5 sacks, and that's more so because of Micah Parsons being there. That's awesome. He could potentially get double-digit sacks this year. Myles Garrett has 4 sacks. Brian Burns with that great Giants pass rush. They look good. I'm not going to lie. That pass rush looks good. Byron Young for the Rams. The Rams are loaded on their line as well. Muhammad has 3.5 sacks. Let me see. There's some guys that I'm looking for that I'm like, where are y'all at? Surprisingly, Washington has this Dorrance Armstrong guy with 3 sacks. And folks was wondering where was this, where was the pass rush going to come from? JSN is a monster. He's a monster, man. He's one of my favorite players in the league, man. I have a lot of JSN shares in my dynasty leagues. One of my favorite players coming in, man. Not just because he's Nigerian like me, not because he's Igbo like me, but he's one of my guys. Him and Emeka from Tampa, those are my guys. Ohio State guys, Nigerians, Igbo guys. Yeah, man. NFL's been fun so far. I'm about to go ahead and get off here. Oh, look at tackles. Look at the old man Bobby Wagner, number 3 in tackles. How does he do this, man? The older this guy gets, the better he gets. I don't know how Bobby Wagner does this, but hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm going to stream again. Who knows? I might stream at halftime. Who knows? I might stream live, but I'm about to go grab them wings, get in my recliner, relax. Appreciate everybody for hopping on. If you're catching the replay, please subscribe, please like, please share. And I'm going to catch you guys on that next one, man. Peace.